Hi, Taurus. This is Just with your June 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Taurus, your reading is screaming love for me right now, but we're going to, try to pace ourselves and take it a little bit slower than that. Now, so for you guys this week, I feel that be conscious with your finances. Okay. This particular week, I don't see like droves of money coming into you. I see a lot of self-reflection, a whole lot of communication, and dealing with other people. So be conscious with your finances is what it looks like to me. The benefit for you guys here is that there's something that may have been overwhelming you. You may feel like you're stressed out. Some of you may have back problems as well. I don't get into health questions. Please reserve that for your specialist or your healthcare provider. But I do see like some type of burden that may have been on you. I feel that because you may have so many other things going on, you may delay making a decision in another area of your life, and that will be a benefit for you. In time, there's something that you may feel like you need to attend to, that needs your attention, that you have yet to get to and really focus on. It'll allow for you to do that and make a better concrete decision in time. It may take 2 weeks time before 2 days up to 2 weeks. I feel more 2 weeks for a lot of you. And you'll be able to make more of a concrete decision. There's something about kind of letting something go and starting over and starting fresh. Kind of picking your ball up and going home. That will be also a benefit for you, but you may not be able to see that right now. It'll be more apparent. Like you may have had to deal with this since Aries season. It still would be an unclear decision that you'll have to make throughout Gemini season. Once you come to a conclusion, even if you made a decision, even if you've moved forward on something, it won't be until Virgo season that you'll realize what you need to do or the results of the decision that you made. Okay. And it will be a benefit. So even if you feel like you've been at a crossroads, you're not really sure about a situation and all of those things I've just mentioned, it's coming in as a benefit for you down the line. But it seems like down the line is when you'll realize this. I get more July, or again, like I said, Virgo season is when it'll be more apparent. Now, it looks like some of you definitely have been enjoying home life, family. You may have started a new job that you feel like is like home. It's like family. It may be, you may have had to travel or relocate altogether. Some of you may have gone back home, okay, traveled, or you have visitors at home is what it looks like, people at your home. And you may have felt like a consummate hostess, right, or host. You may feel like you've been in your element now that, you have your core people around you. It looks like this week, and I'm getting this now, you're the second sign, and I'm getting the same message. So there obviously is some type of a squaring or conflict. I feel aspecting the energies, because you guys will have some type of an argument. It can come out of nowhere. And some of you may have had a fallout, an argument, but it didn't last long. This may have already happened or will be happening this week. It won't last very long, but it will be... it will give it a chance to understand, and hopefully you'll take a good look at how that all went down. Where did you go wrong in the situation? Because it'll resurface again. And it's saying that you have an opportunity kind of to change the reality of that cycle. Some of you may have the same conflict with the same person in the same way. And again, it just fixes itself really quick. It could be any area of your life, but it is speaking for you to kind of analyze a little bit deeper as to why this keeps happening. Is there any changes that you can make to break that cycle? I am also seeing that for some of you, there may be I want to say, and this is not typical of Taurus, but childish behavior or childish communication is what it looks like. There can be things that you need to kind of answer. You need to account for, you need to address, and you may be ill-equipped to do just that. Okay. I do also get some people are looking for someone, and you're trying to decide, how much truth do you tell? What all do you say? So that seems and feels kind of sticky. The challenge for you guys this week is going to be moving about in a way that prevents conflict, right? And lack of an intuitive or clearness, like some of you may you may not be relying on your intuition or getting clarity about a situation. I get a lot of communication, a lot of talking to people, a lot of reacting. And then later going back and trying to come to a clear conclusion may even elude you and may make it complicated for you too, this week. I see a moving on though, visibly. So some of you could be moving this week, and I feel like you feel like a brand new person if you are moving. For some of you, you may again just feel better. There may be you're at peace more mentally, even though I feel like you're as I like to say svetzing, like you're svetzing around. You're svetzing around with a lot of talk, and I feel a buzz, communicating a lot, almost giving off like more of a childlike energy. But with this moving forward, and that may even be because again, you're in more of a childlike energy, you're more talkative, you're more inquisitive. You can find that you're in a better headspace for some of you, and you may feel like, you're handling things better than you've handled them before. Okay. And I do feel like even though there may be a great connection with you, one of your family members, someone at work, that sort of thing, and there is some type of decision that needs to be made, or you're at a crossroads, is what it looks like. Some of you are coming out of that place of feeling stuck, feeling trapped. Some of you guys are definitely dealing with somebody that could have been arrested, could have been in jail, and now there's like you're getting the final decision or judgment of, if they're going to be a release date. That sort of thing is what I'm seeing here, very prominent. If that's the case, the person's coming out completely different, especially if they are female. I feel she may have gone in an addict or, looking one way. She's going to come out completely different. Now I do see that finances is going to be quite a concern or a focus. But there's going to be offers, or there's going to be, like you're going to get offers, or you're going to get opportunities to gain more or to get more. If it's not physical money, it'll be like you want this, you want that. You may mention it to people, and all of a sudden people are handing things to you and giving things to you. So I do get a lot of giving coming your way this particular week. And I do see you get a lot of moving cards. God damn. I'm just now looking at the card. Like you have a lot of moving. So it's going to be physically moving or moving around a lot, or a lot of communication, making decisions and moving on and jumping on to the next decision, that type of thing. So it's not physically moving, like relocating somewhere. Some of you could be, I get a lot of talks, a lot of communication, or driving around a lot. You may travel for your career. Or you're making a lot of decisions. You're communicating with people, making a lot of decisions. You're moving on to the next thing. Moving on to the next thing is what I see. And I do see conflict as well. It's like I keep getting the same two cards. So it's going to be some unavoidable conflict. Looks like a lot of signs are going to deal with. And again, not sure what part you played in it, what you did wrong. I just get this oblivion to your side, your responsibility in a situation, Taurus. Some of you not want to own it. Some of you just really don't see where you did anything wrong, is what it looks like. Toward the end of the week, though, I do feel like you kind of know that someone is strategically planning behind your back. So be careful, because I do feel like someone is definitely playing chess with you, not checkers. And someone knows how to get whatever they want from you right now. So you're kind of an easy mark, is what I want to say, toward the end of the week, going to the next week. Now, let's be clear. You could be you may be the person that has someone number, and they're the easy mark. But I do see like an easy mark. I'm getting that. So some of you, and you'll know that. You will know now some of you may say, what? But you may know this trick. Okay, somebody may trick, but you will know if it is you, Taurus, especially if it's a feminine energy here, I feel like you'll know straight away that, oh, I can get whatever I want to get out of this person. Or you can see that the person may be trying to get something from you. So I do feel like you, even though your intuition, your intuitive side is challenged, I feel like it gets better as we get closer to the end of the week, going into the next week. Now, I have to say, others of you, you may be about to learn a huge lesson, because you may think that you know and you don't even see this coming. And, someone can take all that is of value to you and leave you with nothing. And I don't mean it literally. And that's just what I'm getting. I know it's kind of like a harsh reading. For some of you, like I said, you'll have the upper hand. But others of you, be careful if you're buying a car. If you're doing anything involving finances, be careful. Like, you have to pay out, you have to spend. Because I damn sure see, if you're going to buy a car this week, or probably this month, down the line, you either going to have to sell it. If you're buying anything of real value, you may lose on the end, right? So you get a house and it's already upside down. You didn't know that there was some things that you didn't find in the inspection. If you get a car, you may have a limit on your hands, and you may be in a state that was really nothing. It's like buyer beware. So be conscious, because I do get heavily, you should know. It is very plain that this person is, being manipulating. But again, where you should know, High Priestess is in your challenged position, and it shows back up toward the end of the week. So that also could be where you're challenged at as well. Okay. So some of you, you'll know. Others of you, looks like you may not be fully aware what someone's tactics are against you, and they'll get everything that they want of value, what they feel like is of value, and they'll move right along. So I do get manipulation heavy. Now, and I don't know why I keep hearing or keep feeling like someone's going to be told that somebody's in jail, or getting out of jail. That's what it looks like. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little tired. So now let's get into love. Now, I feel like when it comes to love for you guys, that the challenge is kind of just being in love and just having that love moment, because there's unresolved issues that is not being revealed, that's not being spoken about, that's not being unearthed. I feel like there's been a fight, a fallout. There's been some type of a balance or wanting a reconciliation, but someone's either immature or underdeveloped, immature in how they communicate, how they come to a resolve in the situation. Someone may someone is immature in how they communicate and resolve issues when it comes to relationships. I feel like a lot of you guys are kind of ready to move on from a situation. You look in the mirror, you no longer see that bruised and battered person. You do see remnants of who you once was, when you felt you were someone that you could be proud of. So it's a part of you feels a lot better within self, which has really nothing to do with your counterpart. But I feel like for some of you, you're like two ships passing in the night. Like, this person is moving in one area of their life while you're regaining yourself again, especially if you're a Taurus woman. Taurus men, it looks like you've moved on. It could have been a fallout, a fight, some form of a discord. It was verbal, and it was a moving on. And even if you're dealing with a female, she is herself too seeing more of her worth and value. So I do feel like people aren't necessarily sugarcoating anything. And decisions are made, real powerful decisions are made. And where there are any interferences, it looks like those things either have been brought up or they need to be discussed. There's some form of elephant in the room. I do feel like there may have been an apology, or will be some form of an apology. But then as soon as things kind of tried to be worked on, it's like there's, again, like I said, the elephant in the room, or there's these issues that aren't 100% resolved. And it's almost like everything is patted down with, I love yous, or, the emotional part kind of mutes the practical, the real stuff, that stuff that once those endorphins wear off and you're no longer in love, that you're still faced with. And those are the things that make the foundation of the relationship. So those concrete things are still, an issue. And it could be that some of you are dealing with a younger person, and this younger person, you could be dealing with someone younger than you, and now that's the problem, right? You could be dealing with someone who may not be free, may not be able to get out. Like, I keep getting this gel thing for some reason. And you could be dealing with someone who just really doesn't know how to communicate. And so there's some fundamental differences with you and this person that no longer can be ignored. And it's almost like we really have to, talk about these things in order to get on the other side. I feel like some of you have been carrying a weight for quite a long time, and you're coming to some type of decision. Okay. One that you haven't wanted to deal with in a long time, one that you haven't been focusing on in a long time. And I feel that you're going to take with you what is necessary and be prepared to leave everything else behind. Okay. So this is a real growth week for Tauruses, I feel. And I do see some of you either moving on, leaving a situation, going toward a situation, confronting the issue, still feeling as though, did you get the right answer? Is this person 100% being honest? Or is this really resolved? Is this really the reason why, ... that type of thing. The advice here for you guys is to, I feel, especially Taurus women, there is a need to find your own stability, focus on yourself, regain your happiness, because I feel like last week may have been a really good week for you guys. Like, things were feeling good and looking good. And it's like, stay in that moment. And also, you can't always be in that same moment, but enjoy those moments, enjoy it. And you'll know so much the difference in, the other areas of your life that may give you frustration. So there's an opportunity to kind of really reunite and re-engage in a way that is pretty powerful emotionally. And it may not be for some of you romantic, but know that love and devotion and that good exchange on a love level comes in many forms. I don't have to tell you guys this, this, but maybe sometimes people need a reminder. And at the end of the week, I feel like there's a secret that's being kept. Like, some of you, if you didn't know, now you know. Is that type of thing. If you didn't know that someone, perhaps there's an interference in your relationship, now you know. If you didn't know that, these things are bigger than what when I first, considered it to be, now you know. If you thought that you were so clever and that you were going to, pull one over someone's eyes, you may do it for a short period of time, but I don't feel like it'll be forever. Someone's kind of going to get on to the other person, that there's a lot of like either mind games, or someone's could be narcissistic. Someone could be very much all out for themselves. But these things become glaringly obvious, as we get into the end of the week, going into next week. And so I feel like this reading, I know when it comes to love, is kind of all over the place. If you are single, I feel that this may not necessarily be the week. Can you meet people? Yes. Are you going to meet people that it's like, okay, I found my one? Possibly, but I feel you both may be wounded. So there's still work that needs to be done on both the sides of you and the other person. But I would also say be careful if you're single and you're out there, because you can definitely meet people who are master manipulators. Like, that is what they do. And they do it well. And I feel like you will be challenged by that particular person if you meet someone new like that. Okay. Someone's coming back, though. Someone is coming back toward the end of the week, going into next week. And they've mastered the art of communicating. They've mastered the art of mental, wordplay, or just mental play. And I feel like they've been planning, strategizing this comeback for quite some time. And I feel that this person may have several options, and they're good at vetting properly, or seeing, or, choosing what best benefit them. They're only going to give an opportunity to those that they know that they can get some form of a benefit from. They don't want to lose, and they don't want their time wasted. So some of you could be welcoming in that energy. I get a very selfish person, but a person who, knows what it takes for them to get what they want. Okay. For you Tauruses, it looks like Taurus men, that could be you. Very strategic at this point. Taurus women, it's like who you're dealing with, what you're getting. This person, so it really isn't so much a surprise, and whatever their antics is going to be. This person, and at the core of it, even though you and this person may have issues, they love you. There's love here at the core of this spread. I just feel your styles and how you communicate, how you handle things, how you process things, and the intentions are different. That's the issue. The intentions are different. Someone, I do feel like they're cold. They're very calculating. This person, some of you are definitely dealing with someone who really can't be trusted. This is the second time I'm getting a heavy, like, third party, or someone that really just can't be trusted. Some of you could be dealing with someone that really can't be trusted, and they're very strategic because they're married already. They're in a relationship. And there's something that you have a value that they want. There's something that you can bring to the table for them that, like I said, brings value to them. Okay. Their intent to win, like they want to win at all costs. I feel like this person almost wants to get you back, but I mean, like, in a vindictive way. I'm saying the same thing about Aries. I feel like they kind of can stir things up in your life and then kind of move right along. So be careful. I would say be conscious with someone this particular week. I'm really interested in the extended to see how, all this is going to play out, because I feel like you're dealing with someone, and you will possibly hear from them the end of this week going into next week, who is very strategic, who is a manipulator, a mastermind at manipulating people. And they take a lot of time and energy focusing on just the right thing to say, and to set up the whole scene, just to ultimately get what they're looking to get out of the situation. And hopefully you guys will know this really plainly, and your intuitive side won't be so skewed. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this has been helpful. If you would like to look into the extended, please click the link below. We're going to look at how this person sees you. What are their challenges? What their regrets will be? What are their actions towards you this week? How's that going to resonate for them? What will be the results of their actions? What do they want to tell you deep down inside if they could? Also want to look at how do they see you versus how you see yourself. So if you're interested in that and other things, definitely, again, click that link below. We can get started. If you would like something personal with me, I can be reaching me getting into this video. And if you are new to this channel, subscribe and welcome, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Taurus.